This is your one and only FireSpark81 with your daily dose of video goodness, and welcome back to another informational Valheim video. So today we're talking Hearth and Home spoilers. Let's get to it. So recently the devs posted a new news post on Steam. Some of you may have missed this, some of you may have noticed it, and there's nothing too crazy going on here. They just talk about how that they have recently been working on a lot of bug fixes and playtesting, and now they're going to start focusing more on the Hearth and Home update. And they gave a little spoiler picture with the caption, "Our lead artist even graciously provided a sneak peek." Now, at first glance, it doesn't take long to realize what the main focus in this picture is, and that's just a new adornment. We already have the dragon head adornment for our houses and builds and stuff like that in the game already, and this appears to be a new one, which is a raven carving. And if we compare that to the dragon head adornment that we currently have in game in about the same position, you can see it lines up. That's not any type of new mob or anything like that. That's clearly a new adornment. But what's really interesting, and what many people may not have noticed from this, is that we get a slight glimpse of what looks like to be new roof pieces. So you can see that the adornment has kind of like a point of where it attaches right here. But then if we look much closer, you can see that the roof piece there has a peak on it. And on top of that, it doesn't look anything like the current thatch roof that we have. You can see there on the sides, it looks more like a wooden roof. And I did a little bit of testing with this and took a couple of different images with different roof pieces and different build setups. And it is very obvious that there is more going on here than just this raven head or raven carving adornment. You can also see like there's a little bit in the peak here of the roof where there's like a small, where there's a glare there. You can also see there's like a little, I don't know, notch or something like that. And then if you look here, we got where it looks like there's boards coming together, kind of like our floorboards look now when you put a bunch of them together. And you can also see that there's a space here or another like break in between the build pieces here, where it's almost like this floor piece is laying on top of a new support piece or a new beam or whatever angled support piece. And I don't think that this is filled in because it's nice and dark and black here. And you can see that that looks similar to my picture here, where I've used similar sloping roof pieces, but it's in the thatch pieces. And you can see there's a big difference, but it looks similar in the fact that the back part of it is open. So they have not filled in the peak of the roof. They've left it open, but that is clearly a new roof covering piece that we have here. Now, what I can't seem to figure out is if this is two separate wooden pieces or wooden roof pieces, 45-degree pieces that, and it may not even be 45. It may actually be more of a 45-degree slope. I was messing with some different things and it's hard to tell whether it's two 45-degree pieces or even 45-degree pieces that are together, or if it is a new roof ridge piece. It's kind of hard to tell, but it's definitely a new texture, and we got a lot of clues there that give this away. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Do you think there's multiple build pieces going on here? Because it's a complex textures that we're seeing there with a lot of different parts that are coming together, or do you think that it is just one solid ridge piece, or maybe it is a new roof slanted 45-degree or different degree piece along with something on the top? Because you can easily take two of the roof pieces and put them together so that they're touching, and then put something like a beam there to create a similar effect to what we're seeing here. So this is definitely interesting, and I'm thinking that this is a new roof ridge with the new wooden roof textures. I think we're going to get new textures, and I can't really tell, but I want to say that this is more of a slant than what we can currently form in the game. Like I said, I was doing a bunch of testing, and from what I can see here, and I'll just flash some of my images up on the screen, the angle that we're seeing here, I've taken similar pictures that are a similar angle, and this looks like it's more sloped than what we currently have in the game. Now keep in mind that this is just a spoiler from them, and this doesn't necessarily guarantee we're going to get any of this stuff in Hearth and Home. I mean, I would assume since they're giving away the adornment there, the Raven adornment, that we're definitely going to get that. But the other stuff that we're picking out of the image here, it could be hit or miss. It's not guaranteed that any of that is definitely going to make it into the game, but it is definitely a spoiler that it is something that they are working on that we may or may not see at some point. They seem to be really excited about this update though, which is awesome. And I know many of us are itching for some new content in the game. And another thing that I want to point out here in this news update is they said, we have a lot of exciting things planned for this update. And we have, of course, listened to your feedback and suggestions and can barely wait until we can show you more. Now, what I want to point out from that is that they made sure to point out that they are, of course, listening to our feedback and suggestions. So that makes me really excited to see what's going to show up in this update besides the stuff that they have planned that they want to work on. I'm interested to see what suggestions they took from the community and have added to this update. So let me know what you all think about this image. Is there anything I missed here? Do you think that this is wood roof pieces confirmed? Do you think that this is more of a slope than what we currently have in the game, a different angle than what we currently have in the game? I think it is, and I think that this is definitely wood roof pieces confirmed, which is fantastic because I'm so over thatch in my wood builds. And how excited are you for the Hearth and Home update? Let's get some talking going on down in that comment section. All right, if you enjoyed this video and you found it informational and helpful, consider hitting the subscribe button and the notification bell so you can be notified when I put out other Valheim content. That is going to wrap it up for this episode. If you like what you saw, consider hitting that sub button. I want to give a big thank you to my patrons for making this episode possible. Y'all are absolutely amazing people. If you would like to join my elite crew of Patreon supporters, please check out the link in the description below. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought. If you're shy, you don't like to comment, just hit that thumbs up button and show your support. Until next time, thanks for watching.